NXT in 3 minutes. Was it a step up from last week? Let's find out. Let's get a counter on the screen and let's fucking go. NXT opens up as it so often does with great women's wrestling. Kaylee Ray with a fantastic win over Ember Moon. This is the kind of match, right? If it was on Dynamite, if it was on fucking a big pay-per-view platform, people would be losing their nut talking about how great women's wrestling is. But because it's on NXT and everyone wants to shit on NXT recently because of the big changes coming, well, it goes under the radar. But it was a fucking great match and you should go out of your way to watch it if you like women's wrestling. I'm in a minority, but this show isn't just about great wrestling, it's also about really fun, feel-good humour. And of course, nothing ticks the box like Index and their upcoming wedding next week. But this week is all about the Bachelor Pie and the Bachelorette Pie. The Bachelorette Pie, it's okay, it's funny to a certain extent. However, the Bachelor Pie is where it's at, and I'm about to discuss that. But first, let's talk about Carmelo Hayes versus Legado del Fantasma's leader, Santos Escobar. Another great match. Another match where you think, man, if this is on Dynamite or somewhere else where people aren't hating all the time, we're going to love it. So maybe we should take that tribalism, shove it up our big fat cornholes, and actually just enjoy the good wrestling wherever it may be. Santos Escobar picks up the win thanks to Electro Lopez giving Carmelo Hayes a power slam on the outside, and I gotta say, I was at full mast for that.
It's dripping down my hand. The cream is spilling out.
The Creed brothers look great value for money and they fucking annihilated two poor jobbers. Mwah. Easy pickings. Women's tag team titles are on the line. The unlikely duo of Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, who of course are the champions, putting their belts on the line finally against Kacy Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Again, really good match. Good match, shame about the clash of styles. Feel like Kacy Catanzaro is a fantastic athlete, not so good as an actual wrestler, and a lot of that has to do with size as well. But great match nonetheless. Kaden Carter really is one of the hidden gems of the women's division in NXT. Of course, they come up a little bit short against the champions, and then they get jumped from behind by Mandy Rose and a fit-looking gang at the end of the matchup. Normally when MSK are on the show, they're the highlight for me, and they were fantastic in the main event. However, right before that, we got the Bachelor Party, and this was fucking hilarious. I know people are going to shit on it. They're going to say it was stupid, and it was tacky, and it was dumb, and it was all of those things. But it was still really funny, really entertaining. Johnny Gargano is, for me, the MVP of NXT. People can shit on him all they want, but he's a world-class wrestler, and he's really fucking funny. He's got great comedic timing. He's just really heartwarming, really likeable, as was everything here, especially the Axe thing with Loomis, and then Loomis finally high-fiving him, and Indy Hartwell turning up after spying and saying, "Oh my god, you finally cracked Johnny's nut." Somebody have the birds and the bees conversation with that young lady. This stuff is great jokes and it's really heartwarming to watch, and to be honest, I enjoy it a lot, and I know I'm in the minority, but I'm not moving off of that. And in your main event, MSK successfully defend the tag titles against Lorcan and Birch. Good to see Danny Burch back. Unfortunately, they get shit-canned directly afterwards by the whopping great Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne, who seem to have excommunicated them from the group. Interesting to see where they go from this. Hopefully, they're going to add more to the group, because I don't really like the idea of Ridge Holland with the great Pete Dunne, who is arguably one of the best technical wrestlers in the world, just kind of floating around. Feel like Pete Dunne still needs to be doing a lot more. However, next week, the debut of the brand new NXT, and all these people are saying, NXT's dead. Yo, the main event is LA Knight, Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tommaso Ciampa in a #1 fatal 4-way contendership match to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, currently held by Samoa Joe. Yeah, really sounds dead, doesn't it, Bucktooth? That's it for WWE NXT. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We try and compact it into 3 minutes, and we try to do that with every show that we watch. If you're enjoying it, please, please, please give us a subscription. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll catch you very soon for more content from the Wrestle Plug.